It's a bit of an unusual setup. Some faces you might not know or see. Hello, my name is Dennis. You might have heard me in some of the videos on the channel. I've been making content on the channel for a while now. Of course, most of you are probably expecting Jor and maybe Joyce as well. Unfortunately, they both couldn't make it, but I am joined today here by Tom, who edits videos for the channel and was also a tech wizard. We've been wizarding in Hogwarts Legacy. He's been wizarding with technology, as you might have seen in our recent VR stream, which literally would not have been possible without you. So,
oh, thanks.
Thanks again for that. Let me check if everything's running okay, just to be sure. I think it's all right. Yep. All right. If the screen turns black for a sec, don't worry. I can fix that really quickly, chat. That's just due to me alt-tabbing, which I'm not going to do anymore because we don't need to alt-tab, because we have a pretty exciting show to watch. Because what we know is coming. At the very least, let's at least discuss what we know is coming, and then we can discuss some predictions as well. Because of course, with a Sony show, there are a lot of exciting things that can show up. So what we do know is that there are going to be 5 PSVR titles that are going to be, or PSVR 2 titles. I'm sorry. I've been wizarding a weird test stream we saw. Just ignore the test stream. The test stream didn't exist. It didn't happen. It wasn't real. But 5 PSVR 2 titles. We're gonna either that will be releasing later this year. I don't know if it's gonna be new titles or updates on titles we already know, but at least they're going to be discussing 5 of those. We will also, which I think is arguably the most exciting. I see people coming, a lot of people coming in chat. Hello everyone, thanks so much for joining. Thank you for watching the State of Play with us. And of course, the main thing for the State of Play will be an extended look at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which I think it's kind of overdue. We've been waiting to see gameplay for that for a long time. The trailers always looked really good, but of course trailers don't say everything, and I feel like we're gonna learn a lot more about the game today. Is it something you're looking forward to in particular, Tom, or is it just kind of on your radar because it's a big name?
I think you put it nicely. It's long overdue. We haven't seen any like core gameplay loops or the general feel of that game. I mean, the trailers look nice. There's a lot of action. It looks great, but how does it play? I'm really looking forward to finding out something about that. Yeah, please.
Because of course the last update we kind of had on it was a leaked image, which I think had a lot of people worried because there were a lot of signs of like things like battle passes and stuff like that. But of course, that is a leaked image. We don't know how much of that is still accurate, how long, because the game has been in development for quite a while. I don't know exactly how long. See, this is how long. This is already where we're missing Jor, because Jor knows all these things. You'd be like, oh, it's been in development for 3 years. Why are you even thinking about it? But I don't know, because I am not that smart. But I feel like it's been in development for quite a while, so maybe things have changed. At the very least, we'll know more. And another thing that I am personally very stoked for, but that's not that much of a surprise, is that they're going to be showing the launch trailer for the new Destiny expansion. Because, of course, Bungie is now also part of Sony. Don't expect a lot of surprises there, but I have relapsed. I've fallen back into my addiction. So I am very much looking forward to that. But that's just personal excitement. So apart from that, what are we hoping to see? I saw a lot of people mentioning Spider-Man 2 in the chat. Of course, that is probably... maybe apart from Wolverine, which I also saw people mention, the most anticipated Sony exclusive that is going to be coming. Now, of course, we do know Spider-Man is still launching this year. Wolverine, we don't have a release date on yet. So that would make Spider-Man the likelier of the two. I still don't think they're going to show it here, if I'm being honest.
No?
I don't think
there's
so.
A little chance.
Maybe a teaser, sure. Maybe
a small little teaser.
But we already had a small little teaser, so...
We can have another one. Come on, give us at least that.
Yeah, sure. Sure. It's just little teasers every time, and then by the time the game comes out, we can piece together a full trailer. It's like puzzle pieces. That would be nice. It's like a jigsaw.
I'm hoping to see some like real good push for VR2, because the reviews are coming in, and it's a great piece of kit for sure, but a little bit more on the gaming side would be nice.
Yeah,
a little bit more of just exclusive maybe, or even just good ports.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see like something like Half-Life Alyx, a port for that for PSVR
that
to show up over here.
That is, of course, a big title that could show up.
That would be a big if, but there's a little chance for something like that.
Yeah.
And anything in that direction, I would love to see.
Another thing we also kind of discussed before stream as well, and I see someone mention it in chat as well, is that I think it was announced actually today or yesterday, like very recently, that the VR version of Resident Evil 4 would be, I think, free for all owners of the game. I really need to check my stuff. But anyway, even if that's not true, and I'm talking BS, I do think that RE4 in VR would be a very good title to show off.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
The potential of your VR machine, because I feel like RE4 already has a lot of people hype. And
RE7 kind of did the same for the first VR kit, right?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know how the VR for Village did, but I feel like that was pretty good too. So they got a good track record.
Yeah, definitely.
So that would be cool. I see a lot of people also talking about Burning Shores. I hope not, because yours not here. That would suck. But
he would immediately spot all the Easter eggs, and we're just like, yeah, looks nice.
He would just, wherever he is, like, he would just rise off the earth, just ascend and arrive back out behind his computer to still join the stream. I feel like that's what would happen.
Yeah, he'll probably just pop into stream like midstream.
Yeah. Because it is of course really close, and we really don't know anything except for the initial announcement. So.
Yeah.
It would make sense, because if they're not going to show it here, where else are they going to show it? But on the other hand, you feel like that's something they will talk about up front, because a lot of people are excited for that. But I don't know. Maybe they feel like Suicide Squad is big enough to draw people in, and then they have a little more cool surprises of their own to show.
Yeah, because we're going to get like about 15 minutes of Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
So that's already a big part of the show. So there's not that much time for like big gameplay reveals other than Suicide Squad, I feel.
That might also be why they put it up front. By the way, I don't see anyone mentioning any issues with audio. So does that mean it's good? Like, can you hear us loud and clear? Is the music not too loud? Just want to check that before we go proper into the stream. And of course, if anything during the stream sounds off, let us know as well, because we'll fix it. Hey Joyce, good to see you in chat too. And of course, sorry for not saying this earlier, but thank you to the mods as well for joining. And keeping chat. I'm sure you'll all be nice and civil people, but either way, thank you so much for joining us and doing a job. Elden Ring DLC. Now that would be something.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that, right?
I mean, I am expecting an Elden Ring DLC. I don't know if I'm expecting it here.
Just over here. That would be a big reveal. That would be a big get for Sony as well.
The time is right though. Like they haven't really talked about anything since the game came out. I think it recently hit 20 million copies.
Yeah, just a few days ago.
Yeah. So that would be a good milestone to announce. That would be a good, but wait, there's more moment.
Oh, yeah. Like one last zinger.
Yeah. Or maybe two, like, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of different stuff from FromSoft, because the last interview they did, it sounded like they were gearing towards a more more games in development at the same time, whereas previously it was just Miyazaki spearheading everything, and now there are multiple projects under multiple people. So I can imagine people working on an Elden Ring DLC and people already working on the next Souls-like game, and then there's of course Armored Core. So I don't know. FromSoft could definitely surprise us. If they're gonna do it here, I don't know. Where the fluff is yours? Sorry, Nick. We explained this at the start of the stream. Yours is currently somewhere else, as is Joyce. They couldn't make it to the stream, so I'm sorry you're stuck with us. We'll try our best to be as entertaining. We're certainly not as knowledgeable. That we already established.
They're here spiritually.
But he's okay. He's fine. We didn't do anything to him.
We're taking over the channel.
People have accused me of that before. I don't know why specifically me.
Yeah, you strike me as the type. if it's any of us, it's probably you being
the mastermind.
Being A2 brute moment.
I wouldn't. I would never. Johnny, thank you so much for the kind words.
I see people mentioning Assassin's Creed release. I wouldn't say that would pop up over here, right?
I mean, I'll eat my words if it does show up, but I really don't think so. I feel...
Yeah, there's just nothing there leading towards that being over here.
Yeah, and I feel like there's also going to be a strong focus on like either PlayStation exclusive or like even first-party titles, because this is Sony's start of the year. Well, technically speaking, fiscal years work a little bit differently, but this is really their chance to show off, hey, if you're a PlayStation gamer in 2023, it's going to be a good year for you. And this is why, of course, we already have to focus on PSVR. But I feel like they need to push a little bit more things. But then again, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know how other people feel about this, but the last few State of Plays, well, the last State of Play was really good, but the State of Plays before that have been kind of so-so.
Yeah, they've been kind of meh. Just maybe a little bit too much of the third-party, small indie shadow drops, and not as much
exactly.
the big blockbusters you want to see.
Yeah, so I kind of don't know what to expect now. It could be really good, or it could be something where like, we really have to stay up for that. Or, of course, I don't know where you are in the world, if you just woke up or if you're staying up late. But whoever you are, thank you so much for joining us. We are about to start the stream. Should be fun. Well, let's see what we get. Immediately the R rating. Hey, I know that game.
We know that game.
No Man's Sky VR update came out today.
I believe so. A lot of No Man's Sky's updates these days. But these were all titles we've already seen, right?
State of Play of 2023. We've got a lot to show you, including
Again, let us know if the audio is good in comparison to the stream.
The Justice League. But first, PlayStation VR 2 is finally here. Let's dive right in with a look at 5 games arriving on PlayStation VR 2 this year.
Okay.
All right, so we're getting that out of the way first. That's, I think, good.
Out of the way?
Yeah, because this is a way smaller audience than the rest that we're going to be showing.
That is true. Well, they need to sell us on the kit with these games,
that is true.
I guess.
So what is this?
We gotta work on your focus. Distractions.
Looks weirdly Borderlands-y.
Remember.
Yeah, I like the
Or
Western vibe going on.
we'll just have
Stream
to
a bit
keep
louder?
this
I'll turn the
up.
stream up a bit. Give me a second.
No. Not that I mind, of course. Let's try again, shall we?
Is this better? Okay. This is looking pretty intense.
I'm vibing to this music.
That too. The music is cool.
It's got a different style than most VR shooters, I feel.
That is a cool move. Throwing the wrench and catching it.
Just boomerang everything.
So this is like a horror western? That's kind of dope.
Well, is it that horror-like? I wasn't really that scared. It looked just hella fun.
I mean, I guess I'm scared easily, okay? Point taken.
That says something about you, Dennis.
I know. It's a problem.
This seems like just Rust VR. Being terrified in the jungle.
That looks like Far Cry.
Yeah, that too.
It's like the
yeah.
bandage animation. No, this actually is starting to look more and more like Far Cry. I don't think it is Far
definitely.
Cry, but...
I need you.
Did they ever tell you the definition of virtual reality?
It's green hell. I have never heard of this before.
That logo definitely felt Far Cry.
Yeah.
That definitely invokes Far Cry.
Oh, there was Far Cry.
Again, with the Far Cry VR. Okay. Getting some super hot vibes here.
Yeah. I feel like walking that fast in VR is incredibly disorienting.
Yeah, that
But you do have force power, so that's cool.
Yeah, that actually looks sick.
Just throw them off. Green Hell's been around for a while now? Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
So that's a port. That's not like a new game.
Either that or it has been in development for a while, but... Synapse. Alright.
That looked cool.
So far, all of them are like, alright, this is cool, but should you buy PSVR 2 for this?
Yeah, it makes you wonder, are these exclusives? Probably not in most cases, right? I don't
This may be hard to hear. The Empire will fall. Our galaxy will be plunged into 30,000 years of chaos and war.
Thank you for saving us the effort, Dragon.
We can't stop it. But there is a plan to save humanity. So, will you fight for a
Part of
dying
me is
empire?
like, this looks cool. Part of me is like, this
Or
looks
help us?
really generic.
My main problem is that they're...
Foundation.
It's based on the work of Isaac Asimov, who is a very famous science fiction writer, and Asimov's stories are very much about like the implications of having super advanced technology to
You
turn
see
that
that
into
tower
like
up
a
Big, scary
first-person
one.
VR shooter. I don't know.
That's
That
where
It
could
didn't.
be
It didn't
cool.
look terrible.
To see
It didn't
the
like throw me off, but I'm not sold
To
on
be
that one. I
judged.
felt the previous games
Yeah.
were cooler.
your life. You're gonna
No,
show
definitely
it to
that.
me. Just think back.
This
Very
looks
beginning.
very therapeutic, though.
First
Except
thing.
for the guy interviewing your bathroom.
Blink.
That could be
You're going to
less
jump
therapeutic,
forward in
yeah.
time.
Otherwise, looks chill.
Yeah. What is it though?
Hey, you! Come over here. Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor.
The only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
Close your eyes now. And keep them closed. It's only a matter of time. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. And just try to enjoy it this time.
I feel like this one is gonna hit me right in the feels. you just,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
know it.
Sneak peek at
That
some
looked
great
interesting.
upcoming games for PlayStation VR 2.
Yeah, that was
Up
interesting.
next, Bungie gives us
Yeah!
a stunning new look at Destiny 2 Lightfall, which
So wait,
launches
that
on
was the
PS5
entirety
That was
of
the VR part.
That was the VR block.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and this
yeah.
we also already know. So from here it's gonna be Suicide Squad and more surprises.
All right.
What is that?
Oh boy.
The witness.
The malefactor of our first collapse is at our doorstep.
You have no purpose. Because you fear to seek one. That fear is your failure.
Vanguard to all units. Keep the enemy away from the Traveler at all costs.
I understand what's at stake, Lightbearer. Not all of us have lives to spare. Your fear brings you pain. We know pain. Our purpose is its end.
The battle begins here and now.
Okay, that will probably make sense to no one except for if you play the game.
Yeah,
but to put it into context, that was really cool.
I was gonna say, can you fill me in on the entire Destiny lore in like 30 seconds, please? Because that looked so cool, but I didn't understand anything.
In 30 seconds, circle good, triangle bad. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Okay, that's nice and
That's
easy.
basically it.
Oh, this is Tachia? Am I saying
think
that
so. Yeah,
correctly,
yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah. This looked really good in the gameplay trailers.
I swear, if I see anyone mention Breath of the Wild in chat,
Yeah, I was gonna say, this just looks like stress-free Breath of the Wild. For
no,
some
that's
reason.
fair, but it was because of the glider.
Yeah, the glider was definitely invoking a lot of Link over there.
Whoa,
But it looks fluent, man.
and it looks so visually impressive.
Yeah.
You were right with the name and the pronunciation. Applause.
I don't know about the pronunciation part though. Oh, that's a release date.
Shinichi, I
That's
warned
pretty... This is
That's
this
really
is pretty...
soon.
That's soon, yeah. Didn't expect that.
Chia is one of our most anticipated games, and it's launching into the PlayStation.
I feel like
Plus
this could be a sleeper
catalog
hit.
in
Yeah,
oh, it's
yeah,
also
yeah.
PlayStation Plus. Nice.
Speaking of PlayStation Plus, let's take a look at what's in store next month.
Okay.
People saying it's a Moana game. Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of that too.
Oh, we got anime Dark Souls. Let's go.
And we got
Minecraft
the
Dungeons.
most disappointing Battlefield in a long time.
Like, I just get whiplash from looking at this. You get Minecraft Dungeons Battlefield 2042.
That's some.
Okay, that is
yeah,
good. And a day one release for that.
That's nice.
Immortals Ghostwire Tokyo. Okay. PlayStation Premium it keeps getting better.
next game
They're
is-
slowly
Yeah, no,
working
that's a
up
good one.
towards
The
being
creators of
like a
Tetris
very
Effect
worthwhile
and
deal.
Res Infinite.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
I feel we've seen a trailer for this once before. It still confuses the hell out of me.
I understand why. Is this like
It's like
Lemmings?
a
but
weird combination
Darwinism?
between Lemmings and
And what else?
I don't,
Just-
I don't know. There is a dog though, so
Also, just kind of reminds me of like Roller Coaster Tycoon. You know, the old ones where you just get to like pick up the tiny
Yeah,
people
yeah.
and just like drag them around, and it's got that going for it. Oh yeah, sure, give them lightsabers. Why not?
why are they running after the dog? Leave the dog alone. Oh, there's the.
Oh, this is sick. Okay, you know what? This is actually sick. This looks
Yeah.
amazing. It's kind of like
you're looking at what you're missing, Yor. What the hell is this?
there's that probably unknown battle sim thing.
Oh yeah.
This is- there's
Totally
a
accurate.
really-
Totally accurate
Totally-
battle simulator.
Yeah. Like it's giving me that.
Oh, this is also. Imagine playing this in VR. What the hell?
Yeah, you can be Godzilla to those.
You would
tiny
imagine
little
a
peeps.
gold complex in like a week. What the hell?
I'm sold on this. This is actually the best VR2 game they showed so far, I feel.
May 2023. Mark it in your calendars.
That's a limited time
Play a
demo.
limited time demo today. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I know
okay.
what we're doing after the stream.
We're gonna find out what that game is. Oh, is this Goodbye Volcano High?
I think that was the name, yeah. You get Guitar Hero, but no.
It's kinda...
It's a rhythm.
It's more
It's
Samba
a
da
rhythm.
Amigo, maybe.
Yeah.
Big day. Class president's speech at the assembly. In light of the whole space rock potential demise of civilization thing, my chosen theme feels off.
What's the theme?
Using this year to, make an impact.
Yeah, perfect. Go with that.
Are you okay? You've come into this year kind of intense with the band stuff.
The band is important. Why did she have to just leave? I said it was an emergency.
You did, and it is. To you.
It's got like pretty decent anime looks.
I'm digging the jams.
Yeah.
I'm not digging that. Graphical
Less
design,
so,
not my
maybe.
thing.
Graphic design is not your passion.
It's weird how everyone's acting like nothing is different. Like to me, everything feels different now.
We all
I have to say though, the voice acting, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it feels like it's off.
How are we supposed
Maybe
to
like the
just
mixing is off or something.
combine?
Like it for sure looks unique. It is a very distinct style, but
yeah, if you're into like visual
yeah,
novels,
I was gonna say this is something that I feel like is really cool for people who are into that. I'm not so much into it, but that's just personal.
I also think the main general public isn't that much into visual novels, so it's always weird when it pops up into like a big state of play, I guess.
I'll inherit my master's will.
Well, Naruto's got a bigger audience, I guess.
No matter what you become, I will always love you.
I have lost track of how many Naruto games they made. There are so many, man.
Is the show over, or is that still going?
I mean, Naruto's over, but it's Boruto now, so...
Oh, yeah.
I think that's still going.
Here we go!
In a flash.
My blood is boiling! Charge!
No despair.
You can't escape.
How about this? You were.
I guess they're going back to like fighting games, right? This doesn't look like an open world RPG.
No, this looks like one of the... What were the Dragon Ball Z games called again?
Fighter Z?
Yeah.
Oh, the
no,
Budokai.
not the 2D fighter series, the 3D one they had like way back on PlayStation 2 and stuff.
Yeah. I actually kind of dug Dragon Ball Connect.
Dragon Ball Connect was a thing I didn't even know. I'm learning.
And so began their journey on a path with no end.
Ultimate Ninja Storm connections. And
Naruto,
it's Naruto and Boruto. Okay.
This power,
I love those like names that are definitely too long.
At least we get Suicide Squad. Yeah, we do. Let's hope that saves the show. But I'm still holding out hope. Who knows?
Captivating fantasy worlds await in our next 2 games.
Final Fantasy 16? Nah.
Could be a little fun.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I am happy.
True soul.
I'm gonna go Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Piece by piece. And when I tried to buy it back, it cost me everything. I must finish what I started.
Okay, Kylo Ren.
Design will be complete.
What the hell?
Discover Gedric's secret. Find out what it is that makes him invincible so we can strip him of his advantage.
This is in early access, right?
Yeah.
On PC.
But it should be releasing this year, the full version.
Yeah. Natural 20, baby.
You're a pawn, a slave to forces you cannot comprehend.
Who's voicing this? I feel like I recognize that voice.
Gedric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having.
Together, we will strike down the absolute.
Oh, apparently it's also on Switch?
This is? I know Divinity is, but...
I was said in chat. Now I'm questioning it.
Bow before the absolute. Bow!
Heck yeah. If you like turn-based strategy games, do yourself a favor and play this.
Yeah, or if you're just into D&D, right? This is basically
I mean, D&D is a
the video game.
turn-based strategy game.
Yeah, that's
sort of,
true.
sort
That's
of.
true.
Part of it.
Multiplayer adventure for you and
And of
your
course,
friends.
role-playing games.
It's
because
all set
that
in
it is too.
Evandor, a gorgeous but fallen world. You'll control the chaos through wayfinders. Meet Senja, who likes to get up close and personal, and Silo, who fights with both firepower and fast reflexes. And Wingrave slices through the fray while also supporting the group. With another victory under our belts, let's head to Skylight, our social hub. Here, you'll turn your loot into new weapons and wayfinders. You can also explore dungeons called Lost Zones that you can modify and mutate for a greater challenge.
This all feels quite ambitious.
Lost
I
Zones
don't know.
where
I
you
feel
and your
like
friends will team up to
we've
complete
had these
quests,
types of games
collect loot,
before,
and
like
hunt
Goldfall
bosses
and
like this
Babylon's
Titan.
Fall, and so far nobody's been able to really crack the code for a game like this yet. I don't feel like this is
We're
doing
excited to
anything
bring Wayfinders
different.
Beta exclusively to PlayStation.
Not, but
You can
I'm
sign up for the chance
more
to
than
play
happy
early.
to be proven
Now,
wrong as always.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it did
What are we
sound like
calling
J.K.
this
Simmons,
genre?
right?
That was a J.K.
Yeah,
Simmons?
it
Maybe
did.
it was
did.
J.K. Simmons.
That was who I was thinking of because it did sound like that, but I don't. That's like no way.
When life gives you
Updates on
lemons.
2 highly
J.K.
anticipated
Simmons, great.
Capcom games, starting with the debut of 3 new
Hello?
characters
Yeah, I just
for Street Fighter.
I don't know about Wayfinder.
2 new highly anticipated Capcom games. One is Street Fighter. I feel like
Oh,
I
yeah,
know what the
definitely.
other one is going to be.
Oh yeah. You would say, right?
Or it's not, and then it's a Monster Hunter reveal.
I
that
love
would
that
be
retro
sick.
logo. Nah, right?
No, that's not gonna happen. The next one is definitely RE4.
Yeah. This just has looked great so consistently,
Yeah.
I feel. There's nothing going against this game, I
Like
feel.
so much so that even for someone who's not a fan of the genre, I can recognize that this looks exciting.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not that much of a fighter myself either, but this just looks so good.
That Dino game though. Oh, Exoprimal.
It could be Exoprimal.
You think they would call Exoprimal highly anticipated?
Yeah, that's kind of a big if.
I mean, if they do, I respect the confidence.
Yeah, I would say RE4 is definitely more anticipated, yeah.
Yeah. But Exoprimal is a possibility, I will say. I could see that happening.
They also still got Pragmata, right?
That is true.
But that's
not
we
highly
haven't seen that in a
anticipated.
long
That's
time.
been forgotten
Yeah,
by most
kinda,
people.
yeah.
I think.
Your once Life is Strange Dino style. That would actually be kind of cool to have like a Horizon Life is Strange spin-off or something.
Uh-huh. What the...
I hate how compression murders these gameplay videos.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. But like her moveset, it looks so cool. It's so fluid.
It all looks so great. Also, the styling is great this time around, it seems.
And she has a bird. If I ever play this game, this is my main.
She's new, I feel.
But not the one we're looking for.
Oh?
She's not. Cammy, I know. Just casually beating the ever-living ass out of someone in the middle of London.
I love how superbly London it is.
It's like people watching on the side with a cup of tea. It's like, oh blimey, that must have hurt.
And just to have like the big red bus just in the middle of the street, because you know you gotta have one of those. It's London.
The frigging Hogwarts Express running in the background.
I've been there. This is exactly what London looks like.
Including the fighting people in the
Including the
middle.
fighting on the street by hot babes.
I missed that. I need to go back.
Yeah. It's a certain district.
So far out of the, I'm picking Lily. Lily was the best one.
Yeah. Also, they turned that logo around so well.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we are all connected through the holy body. When you need only
Let's say it's not
stuff.
exoprimal.
Spooky stuff. Hello.
Like she did.
Temperance, child.
I've taken the liberty of preparing some entertainment for you. Ah, the entertainment. Without further ado, the gallant knight protects the princess fair.
I'm making you for you.
Move!
Is it always like this with you?
How about you open fire instead of your mouth?
Long time no see.
Major Krauser? Why?
You can't save her. You can't save anyone.
Like the dark gothic aesthetic with the evil monks and stuff. It's so good.
It looks together great.
Thanks.
It's hard to tell if it's gotten the same amount of polish as RE2.
Princess Dulcinea.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
I feel like from what I know is that RE2 or RE4 was more of an action game than RE2 was, and they definitely kept that.
Yeah, no,
This
no.
looks incredible.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the time has come.
Especially the cutscenes and the characters.
Yeah.
They look marvelous.
I'm gonna get you home safe. I'm ready to die, rookie.
Exalt all Leon! And let it be so!
This time, it has to be different.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I want to play this.
Well, now, time to cause some mayhem.
Hello? Okay, that
New
is
game mode?
Not a new game mode, I think. And there's a demo? When?
Soon.
I think this is because the RE4 has been released not as many times as Skyrim, but a lot of times.
Yeah, definitely.
But some edition had additional content that others didn't, and I feel like this is one of the pieces of content that they've now confirmed they're including.
Kill the Justice
I think
League.
Mercenaries is just like a free-for-all
Rocksteady Studios.
arena, you versus the AI, and just score as many points as possible. I think it was also in
Hi
Village.
everyone, my name is Darius.
But this is, of
and
course,
I'm the
what we're
Senior
here
Development
for.
Director at Rocksteady Studios.
So let's
Suicide
have a
Squad
listen.
Kill the Justice League is the next installment in the Arkhamverse and will be releasing this May. It is a third-person action shooter set 5 years after the events of Batman Arkham Knight. Metropolis has been invaded, and you're going in as the Suicide Squad members Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang to face off against the ultimate threat, a corrupted Justice League. The team has been hard at work at creating the best possible game experience for our players, and we're very excited to share more as part of this state of play. Today, let's take a brief look at one of the missions in our game. The Flash has been corrupted by Brainiac, and as the Suicide Squad, you'll need to work together in up to 4-player online co-op to stop the Flash and rescue Lex Luthor in the process. Enjoy.
This is definitely the demo mission, right? This is what we.
Yeah, but I feel like this is just going to be 50 minutes of straight gameplay then. So that's good.
Yeah. Would love to see that. Hey, that was that Lex?
Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. Hello, Brainiac. Is it happening now? Great. You will have Luthor ASAP. Good news! You want Luthor, all you have to do is come and get him.
Task Force X, what the hell was that?
Flash is alive.
And he has Luthor.
One damn thing at a time. That artillery is gonna wreak havoc on our front line. If there's a snowball's chance in hell you can destroy it, I expect you to. no matter the cost. Are we clear?
Yeah. Where the snowball?
Time to light them all up.
Incoming Ollie!
I thought dubstep was gonna bump in here.
But okay, the level already looks massive.
Yeah, vertical as well.
The movement looks so slick.
Yeah. Just the zipping about.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Okay, I need to see more, but I feel a weird comparison coming up. Like what kind of type game this will be.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah, we'll get to it in a bit, because maybe I say it and then after that it's gonna sound real silly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something weird as well. I think it's giving weird Crackdown vibes.
That as well, I didn't think of that one yet. That I didn't think of.
But in a better way, not like the latest Crackdown.
Incoming.
Set this chopper flying!
Roger that, Gwen.
Okay, enemy density is definitely not going to be a problem.
Go, shark, go.
I just love the verticality of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Senseless violence. Love it.
Nail that weak spot, squad.
No worries.
And I also think that, like, sure, it might not look visually as impressive, but the fact that the weak points are like literally big glowing spots. When you're moving
helps.
around so much, that really helps.
Yeah.
That's really smart design.
Yeah, you can imagine this getting very hectic and messy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gwen, there's more of them.
Thank you! Die already!
They've got a great Harley Quinn as well.
Yeah, yeah.
This one won't die already!
Killing it out there, Hal. Come on.
You're saying I'm getting Insomniac vibes, Ratchet and Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, bit of that as well, yeah.
My thought so far is this is what Anthem looks like if it would have worked. Because it's an open world third person shooter with great movement mechanics, and that's the main selling point. Because I feel like the gunplay I'm not sold on. Not 100%.
Some guns do
anyway.
seem light.
Yeah,
Right? Is that what you're getting at?
It's probably because of enemy health as well, but some feel like they're missing impact or weight. Like you saw Harley unload an entire clip of a minigun and the guy doesn't really recoil from that, but the movement looks so good.
Definitely.
So, how'd the whole taking down the Flash thing go?
Still in play? Now get out of my way. I have work to do.
Well, hey there, sleepyhead. We've got an interrogation to get back to. Hey. You think I'm just gonna let you walk away? And tell these guys everything you know? You think they can stop us? Pathetic.
Pathetic? At least I'm not a big hero turned stooge for a spaceman.
Okay, Boomerang. You
Are
wanna
you
see
kidding
what
me?
a real hero can do. I'll show you.
Flash, how do I stop this? Please, tell me how.
Okay, I'm digging the Wonder Woman design.
Yeah?
You have to kill us, Diana. We have to die to save the world.
Ah.
Plot twist.
They're kind of playing with the Brainiac eyes versus no Brainiac eyes over there. I
Suicide
feel
Squad Kill the
something's
Justice
going on
League
over there
arrives on
plot-wise.
PS5 May 26th.
But that was it.
Did we know all of those faces?
Rocksteady Studios has even more to share today. Let's listen in.
I was gonna say, that's not 15
Yeah, it was a bit
minutes.
short if that
Yeah.
was just it.
Show me what you got.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is an extension of the Arkhamverse, and it's really about now reframing the story and telling it from the villain's point of view.
Where are we going and who are we killing?
It's a mixture of lots of the things I hope the fans like about Rocksteady, but like a whole massive chunk of new stuff that they've never seen before.
We've always seen Batman's perspective on this world, and we thought it'd be really fun and enjoyable to see this universe, but through the eyes of the villains. We're picking up the story 5 years after the end of Arkham Knight, and a lot's changed in that time.
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing,
Zooms in
right?
the giant
Brainiac
robot
has
squid in the
invaded
middle
Earth.
of the city.
Stuff has slightly changed.
The city, the Justice League are there to try and save the city, but Brainiac has captured and brainwashed them and turned them against the very people they've been sworn to protect.
Oh, fuck, it's Superman!
So the Justice League share the same goal as Brainiac, to take over Earth and turn it into the new Kalu. What we've created is a classic Justice League, but with the sense that there's something wrong with them.
They are now doing Brainiac's bidding, and Amanda Waller scrambles to try to remedy this and essentially save the Earth. And she recruits our 4 lovable characters into fighting the Justice League in an effort to reclaim the Earth and thwart Brainiac's plans.
Your new mission is to kill the Justice League.
The members of the Suicide Squad are Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and King Shark.
Harley Quinn is definitely the most acrobatic of the crew. She's always moving, she's always flying through the air in kind of barely controlled ways. The feeling of swinging and the momentum and the kind of physicality of it, and trying to keep that momentum going and use that to go over buildings or swing under bridges and chain that into kind of the grapple mechanic that she's got. It just feels...
Oh, that is
She's
clever.
basically Spider-Man.
Yeah, but you don't have to hook to an object because of the drone.
Deadshot
Yeah, you can just hook
has
to that
That's
drone.
clever.
Iconic Deadshot look, but with a Rocksteady twist. He's got a real swagger to him, and in this game he can also hover with his jetpack. He's super precise, he uses sniper rifles, assault rifles and pistols, and they all fit with his sort of the fantasy of playing as Deadshot as this master assassin.
Are you on Team Waller, or Team get the hell out of this mess?
King Shark, to me, as a person, is, well, as a fish, is this incredible character who's super well-read and super well-to-do, and I'm sure could smash an operatic performance.
Actually, I'm the son of a
It's
god.
hard to tell, but
It is
do
my
the
shame to
graphics
suffer
seem
mortals
slightly
under the
downgraded?
But also doesn't really know
I don't know, it's been a while since we've seen
that are
this.
going on. I think that's
Just
brilliant.
in the open
terms of
world, it
combat,
looks
he
just
is a brute. He is
maybe
a tank
all
character.
slightly less.
Maybe. But
abilities
I will
and
say
lean
the
into the
animations
fact that
still
he
look
wants to get
really
in
impressive.
personal. He's the
That's
fastest
definitely
man.
the part that's selling this.
Yeah.
Captain Boomerang's got his Speed Force
The
gauntlet.
fluidity of it.
That
Yeah.
he can use together with his
Again,
boomerang.
especially
He
in
can
the
throw it
movement.
to any point in space.
Yeah.
And Speed Force to that point along the walls, along the floor.
Haven't seen a
Get
lot of
wherever he wants
melee,
to go.
right? It's mostly just
You
been
use that,
Yeah, I mean,
dodges and aerials
dodging in
and
midair, taking out the
shooting.
enemies
They're
and
marketing it as a
He
shooter,
doesn't
so
want
I
that
feel
stick
like melee is not going to be a main component anyway.
One of the most exciting parts that connects
just
Dead
hope
Shield is an
King
Anthem
Shark-
character, can't unsee it now. You're welcome.
You have Penguin, Bomb Stealer,
Oh, hey!
For us now, Bird Brain.
but also some new faces. Hack, who is a digital ghost that is helping the squad
Ooh.
both navigate the world but also upgrade their neck bombs.
That's a big adrenaline spike and a nice bomb sending out.
This. Toyman, who's helping the squad with perfecting gear. And then finally we have Gizmo, who is helping the squad with insane vehicle creations that let you blow shit up.
Metropolis
Okay,
is
I do
your
like that.
playground.
The
You're gonna
whole
get to
home
meet
base
different
with your own
characters,
gang.
different villains,
Yeah.
and you really get to see these cool, iconic locations.
Being the city of tomorrow kind of like meant stark contrast with Gotham
I
City.
love the little
which is
Batman
very dirty,
Easter egg
it's always
on
raining.
Harley
The
Quinn's
contrast with
hammer.
like a city that's very grand, it's very clean, it's very functional,
The huge difference between Metropolis and Gotham is that Metropolis really acknowledge and really trust Superman. So there is a lot of statues to thank Superman for everything he's done for the city.
You're getting to see Metropolis through the villain's eyes. You're getting to experience this world and traverse through this world as the villains.
Greetings, Metropolis!
So the core ability that everything wraps around in Suicide Squad is your traversal. How that works with combat is you're chaining your combat moves together.
Oh, that was a
with
melee.
those traversal moves.
Yeah, there
Combat
should be a
encounters
little bit of
designed
it, right?
to push and pull you around the environment in a battlefield that's constantly changing. Working out how to use all your different weapons, your guns, your melee attacks, and how to use them
wait,
to your
there's
best
more.
advantage to control the chaos and come out victorious.
What's awesome about gunplay is the variety.
Yeah, some of these
so there's
attacks
6
were
core types
amazing.
of weapon families. We've got assault rifles, SMGs, sniper rifles, shotguns, miniguns, and pistols. There's added variety from weapon manufacturers.
There's LexCorp weapons, there's GCPD weapons, there's Armortech weapons. Later on in the game, we also have gear sets. The gear sets are villain themed. For example, if you have a Bane gear set and you trigger his buffs in the game, some of it will have the Bane drums and you will like Bane and like boom, 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 and then there's like green smoke and you
Great
trigger all kind
explanation.
of effects. So
Yeah.
you're basically
Oh, so
essence
the weapon
of
system is
villain
way more
you're
layered
bringing
than I
into the game.
initially thought.
Each character has a power level in the game that we call gear score. As you acquire new gear in the game,
Okay, but this
your
is
gear score
what
goes
people
up.
were worried
and as
about.
that number goes up,
Yeah,
you can take on much
this
harder
might
missions.
break the
Part of
game
this
for some
progression
people,
is
right?
I
you
will
unlock
say-
more and more builds. More and more ways
We'll
to
save
customize
that
the
for later, but
character to really
I
fit
know
the way
people are
you
going to
want it
compare this to Avengers now, and there's one thing I will say about that, which I think makes this different.
Squad Killer Justice League, you're gonna get
I would
lots
thought
of
maybe
choice
like the
to
comparison would be
use
Gotham
the weapons
Knights.
that you need to complete your missions, but most importantly, you will be able
But
to
yeah, it could go
customize
either
your
way.
That is
squad
dope, though.
to be whatever you like.
The
Yeah.
Wonder
You can
Woman
wear
Harley Quinn outfit.
whatever you want, any of the outfits. You can be running around in your asylum jail outfit and still have like the best gear score ever.
I like it.
Our game is a 1
Okay,
to 4 player
so-
co-op experience, which means
So
that
all
the
cosmetic.
missions in the game have
Yeah.
been designed to support solo play.
That is-
playing
That's
with
smart.
Friend, two friends,
Especially
or
in a game
three
like
friends.
this.
For the single
Yeah,
player
yeah, you just
fans,
wanna be
can
the
play it in
superhero you wanna
single
be.
player with
Or
bots
I guess
filling in the role of
supervillain.
the squad, so you still feel like you're part of a team, and you can switch them if you want. I'm gonna try King Shark now, or we can say, well, I think Harley will be a better fit for this mission, so I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna try her out.
But if you really want to tear it up, going in with a full group of 4 lets you experience the full mayhem the Suicide Squad has to offer.
And you get to really experience the dynamics between how you can all play together in different play styles in order to take on Brainiac and the Justice League.
All the fun is right here.
When the story's done, your experience doesn't end there. Rocksteady will continue its legacy of supporting the game after it's launched.
We're going to deliver lots of new
So,
content to our players.
probably
We're gonna
raids
have
like-
new playable characters,
right?
new
Oh,
weapons,
wait.
and new missions.
New playable
For players who
characters.
like to customize their looks,
That could be
we'll offer
fun.
a battle pass that
Get
only
some other
contains
villains in
cosmetic
there.
Items.
There's just going to be so much for the players to enjoy.
Just picture it. Harley Quinn.
Okay, the new
kills
characters
the
thing is kinda
Justice
sick.
League.
If you like
But
story
it does
games, if you
push
like
strong on the
RPG elements,
games as a
if you
service
like
thing.
co-op
Yeah.
games, if
That
you
could
like
throw people
customizing
off.
your characters, if you want to play as a badass, this game kind of has it all.
It's very fast-paced, it's really colourful, it's loud and unapologetic and in your face, and it's going to be really, really fun.
Hey, Metropolis! Do you like live executions? Well, don't touch that dial, or I'll break your fingers.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League arrives on PS5 later this year. We'll be back with more announcements soon. Thanks for watching.
All right. No
was it?
one more thing? Come on, man.
Nah, that's definitely the.
Yeah, that's definitely the show. Right, I'll go mute the stream. Just give me a sec.
All right.
Put it back on, leave it running in the background so we can, you know, talk about some more stuff. Because I feel like we want to recap that. Overall, how do you feel? You think it was a good showing?
I like the showing, but I feel like a lot of people will probably put this in the. This was a meh state of play.
Yeah.
Just because there was a lot of stuff was out there. I feel like there's again a lot of third-party indie stuff that would probably throw some people off. I do like the amount of gameplay they've shown for Suicide Squad, but I don't know if it's the gameplay, if that gameplay is moving into the direction for me personally.
Yeah,
but that's just me.
But at least now we know what type of game it's going to be, so we don't have to speculate.
Yeah, Finally.
anymore.
That's definitely nice.
It's not going to be for some people. Especially, I feel, since this is going to be the continuation of the Arkhamverse, and the previous games in the Arkhamverse were, of course, very, very different.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know if that's a bad thing. I feel like that's something we'll discover when the game releases. But the one thing I will say is I feel like a loot system like this works way better in a shooter than it did in Marvel's Avengers, because the main problem with Marvel's Avengers was that you were literally collecting stat upgrades. The guns weren't doing anything different, whereas with this, you have first of all, they're different weapons, so they're going to behave differently, they're going to look differently, they're going to feel differently. And also they are going to have unique effects, and you get to combine the different set items to get a specific bonus. I also think it's very clever that they're theming them after like different villains.
Yeah. You could have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
Just that whole DC universe to tap into to pull fun like power-ups from. That's a good one.
And the scale I do love, because it does really feel like you're just causing mayhem in a city that's been entirely taken over and broken down, and you're just leaping off of broken buildings. And so that's
that Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
What you're also mentioned. So that is really cool. But especially with the loot system, I do feel like this has the potential to show us what Anthem could have been like if it was good. However, I still feel like that's not going to make a lot of people that were initially excited for this game happy, and I understand that.
Well, you can play it in single player, right? And you can switch heroes or
it
villains, I should
doesn't
say,
change
on the go.
It doesn't change the type of game that it is. That's
no,
more the
in its
problem,
core,
I
it's
feel.
a multiplayer live service. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also want to thank Relic really quickly for gifting subs over on Twitch. That's really appreciated.
Thank you.
And yeah, the other thing I feel like it also kind of fell flat is the fact that this was supposed to be the PSVR showcase. Like, we got 5 new games for PSVR 2, and those were... The first couple were interesting, but none of these... I feel like none of the things... Or, like, I don't feel like that. I feel like a lot of people agree, but none of the things they've shown so far are more of a system seller than Horizon Call of the Mountain was.
Yeah, no, that's definitely... I feel you on that one. There was nothing out here like a Spider-Man VR, even though that wouldn't work. I'm just saying something. There wasn't a big Sony property tied to a VR exclusive game. There wasn't your big port of Half-Life Alyx. So on system sellers for the VR kit, it felt kind of like light.
Yeah. Just kind of out of curiosity, chat. Give it a number between 1 and 10. Like, how did you feel like it was doing? Yeah. We're gonna do this. Otherwise, yours is going to text me like, why didn't you? No, I'm kidding.
No, what will be your rating overall?
I feel like I am biased because they showed 3 things that I already knew about, but that I'm really excited about. So I feel like for me personally, the Resident Evil trailer, the Baldur's Gate trailer, and the Destiny trailer really lifted it up.
Yeah.
If it weren't for those, it's a 6. I'll stick with a 6. I feel like it's good enough, but possibly because my expectations weren't that high, so I feel like a 6.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I still feel like the main thing I'm disappointed by is the fact that the VR. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should have shown more at this point, because if you've played Call of the Mountain, then what else are you gonna play on it that you can't play anywhere else?
Yeah, if you're into like Gran Turismo 7, that's a great
that is
like,
fair.
tie
That is
in.
fair. Sure.
But if you're not into like racing or cars in general, then that one just kind of falls off. And then indeed, there isn't a lot to really sell you on the machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On that note, I'm thinking a 6 as well. It definitely helped to not have expected that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have loved to see a stronger push on VR too. Definitely.
Those are some low numbers on YouTube.
Yeah, the ratings.
I'm sorry. I hope we at least made it bearable.
I feel like 6 is the highest we've seen so far in chat. So we're on the optimistic side of this. Well, yeah, no. Maybe people expected too much. If you were going into this expecting like Spider-Man 2 and Horizon DLC, Elden Ring DLC, if you're expecting like the world, you didn't get it. But even then, a stronger push on VR would have been nice. And
yeah, and I do feel
I think the Suicide Squad is a taste thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing for me as well, because I feel like they were kind of marketing that as the big push for this state of play. And it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's all right. But if you were expecting to really like Suicide Squad and it didn't turn out to be the game that you wanted it to be, then I feel like the rest of the state of play is also
just ruined.
Yeah, my day is ruined. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined.
And my day is ruined. Yeah, definitely.
There we go. No, I didn't feel like it was that bad, but then again, maybe part of that is also personal bias. I mean, I'm really
Suicide Squad looked good.
Suicide Squad looked good.
It's just we learn what that game is exactly so late into that development, I feel. Usually you would have known it was this type of game like 2 years ago. But now we've learned about it now. It's like, oh, okay, so it is like an Anthem-like multiplayer, live service, open world arena with missions.
Yeah.
It's just kind of late, and for some people, I could see how that's a disappointment.
Yeah, but the one thing I do definitely agree with you is it does look fun as hell to play. I'm just curious how it's going to feel with the controller in your hand. But like that movement looks so good.
It's so fluid. They could have a lot of fun with just like power-ups and combos and just like making those sweet jumps that like go into like cool like I don't know, like rhythms of like attacks.
It's like another game that sort of comes to mind is Warframe, because that's also like a third-person shooter with incredibly fast movement, where it's like really satisfying to do like those bullet time jumps and then shoot people in the head and then backflip, and that's kind of where this is going as well. So
yeah, but then with like the DC backstories, and there's a lot to explore there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could definitely be fun.
Yeah.
They didn't tell a lot story-wise, though, I feel. Like, all the story beats were pretty much out there already. We know it's the Suicide Squad. We know who's in there. That was kind of like, just skip to the show us the gameplay, man.
I feel like that's also one of those things where you have to be careful, because there are a lot of comic book fans out there who, if you give them like 3 or 4 details, they're going to figure out the entire storyline. So they just give you the base premise, and that way nobody can figure out which story you're adapting, and then it's good.
Oh, so they're following these 3 comics.
Yeah. Well, they're of course... The Arkhamverse is, of course, Rocksteady, so they are doing their own thing. But but I feel like that wraps up everything I have to say about the state of play. Is there anything you still want to say before we wrap things up?
That Synapse thing looked great.
The VR shooter.
The weird, trippy LSD VR shooter. I just want to say that I would love to see more of that.
Super hot with force powers.
Yeah, Super Hot meets Star Wars. That could be interesting.
Yeah,
like
that sounds like
I don't know if it's going to be a system seller, but it's looking fun.
No, I do agree. From the VR titles, that one definitely looked the most interesting.
Yeah, just Sony, more of that, please. Then it's all good with that piece of VR kit.
We'll forget about it. We'll forgive you. It's okay. Might even buy one. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone so much for watching. Thank you, Mods, for modding. I hope you enjoyed watching the show with us. And of course, stay tuned to the channel for more live reactions when there are more State of Plays or other similar events, and of course more videos on Hogwarts Legacy and other upcoming titles. Thank you so much for your support